Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Hammond collection review. Today we're taking a look at the newest addition to the line, the Geosternbergia. This year is Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary. All the new figures are starting to sport the 30th anniversary logo, and you can bet your butt Mattel is going to squeeze every penny out of fans during the 30th anniversary, since there is no movie or media currently out for the series. Now, I ended up picking this figure up from Big Bad Toy Store. I think these retail for like $22.99 now. I did have it pre-ordered on Target site, but Big Bad Toy Store actually got them in a little bit early. No official release date on Target site yet, but I'm sure they're going to show up very, very soon. So I'll leave a link down below to Target site and Big Bad Toy Store. Now let's just go over the package really quick. Before we crack this figure open, we got the Hammond collection down here in the corner. The Jurassic Park 30th anniversary logo front and center, silhouette of the T-Rex. Geosternbergia in the nice window box. I always wish the windows were a little bit bigger on these Hammond collection figures. You only can see like about half the figure. On the side of the box, we get a picture of the actual figure itself. It is from the Lost World. Back of the box, we get a nice picture of the actual toy, and then a little bit description right here. While the pteranodon may rule the skies of Isla, the Geosternbergia makes a memorable pre-production appearance and displays an impressive wingspan with a longer neck, beak, and head crest. That is because Geosternbergia never showed up in the Lost World. There was concept art, a model was created. It was even featured in storyboards during a helicopter attack near the end of the movie, but Spielberg changed a lot of the Lost World while he was filming, and for whatever reason, at the end of the movie, when we get that one glimpse of Pteranodon, they decided to change it to Pteranodon Longiceps for whatever reason. But it's pretty cool that Mattel made this based off the concept art. I'm really excited for this figure. And here is the Geosternbergia on the packaging. I have to say, this is a really, really good figure. I absolutely love the bendy wings. They're much more flexible than on the Amber Collection Pteranodon. You can actually get it in a pretty decent pterosaur walk-in pose, and it's really, really cool figure. I love the articulation. It has a lot of articulation. The paint scheme is pretty similar to the concept art with that dark blue, yellows, and browns. It has that very big male Geosternbergia crest front and center on the head. But yeah, really, really cool figure. And believe it or not, it is not the only Geosternbergia figure we're getting from Mattel this year. There's actually a Legacy Collection release that everyone is going nuts trying to track down. That one and the female Velociraptor. I just don't understand why we have these far superior Hammond Collection figures coming out. Everyone's looking for these garbage Legacy Collection figures that have like crappy action featured gimmicks. And yeah, I really don't like the look of the Legacy Collection Geo, just with the teeth. It just looks ugly. It looks like a big pile of crap in my eyes. But thankfully, the Hammond Collection one is far, far superior. And now for some measurements. Let's first start with the wingspan of this figure. It is 14 inches from tip to tip, or about 35.5 centimeters. And for the length of the body, just about 6 inches from the tip of the beak to the tip of the toes, or 15.25 centimeters. So Geosternbergia in real life had a wingspan of 19.7 feet long, or about 6 meters. So I'll put this figure in the 1/16 scale range. And if you still have the display base that came with your Jurassic World Amber Collection Dimorphodons, this actually works pretty good on the Geosternbergia. The Pteranodon won't work because there is no peg hole on the bottom of the chest. So what you want to do is just clip it right into the armpits. That's the most secure connection I could get on here, and it works really, really good at the display base. And plus, this is much, much better looking than those godforsaken, ugly looking Jurassic World Dimorphodons. Now let's take a closer look at the Geosternbergia. Like I said, really, really nicely done figure. Lots of good details. Nice movie accurate, concept art accurate paint scheme. The whole beak is done in this mustard yellow color. You do have a wash on the crest right here to bring out all that nice detail. Some nice texture along the beak. You can see the nostrils right there. And a little bit of brown paint for the tip. And opening the mouth up, we do get some nice details inside. We got the tongue, back of the throat, and there is some details on the top of the beak. Eye is painted orange with a black pupil. Unfortunately, on the other side of mine, it is just slightly, ever so slightly misprinted. Mattel will never ever fix that quality control issue. I see it all the time. I do see it in other action figures. I used to collect Marvel Legends and stuff, but at least I could see both eyes in the package. compared to the Hammond collection. And then for the underside, you do have some nice yellow going to white, and it's all white and mixtures on the bottom. You got a little bit of brown coming in from the side. It used a little bit of speckle and brown in the white plastic to give it some more definition. I actually think it turned out quite nice, much better than the Samosaurus that they did with that black and white. It looked absolutely terrible. Then on the back, you get some nice definition of muscles. You get some nice blues and browns transitioning into that white. And going down to the wings, the hand claws are painted with some glossy black paint. And let's stretch the wing out so we can see all the beautiful detail on the wings. You get some nice brown, mix it in with that yellow coloration, nice transition. Almost looks like it's airbrushed. The finger bone that supports the membrane also very, very nicely textured. And then on the underside, you can actually even see some veins in there sculpted. So yeah, a lot of nice detail on the wings. And then going down to the feet, let's get the camera to focus in on that. Toe claws are also painted in on them, and they do have just no paint on them other than the toe claws. It's just that brown specks mixed in with the white plastic, and we got a cute little tail on the end. So yeah, all around a really, really cool looking figure. I really dig this thing. Now for articulation, mouth can close completely flush. It can open up that wide. You do have a joint at the neck right here for side-to-side movement, and it's on the hinge joint for upwards and downwards movement. And then at the neck, same thing, another hinge joint. You get some nice downward movement on that neck joint, and you can get some nice upward movement and also side to side. For the arms, they are also on the hinge, so the arms can flip up and they can go all the way down. And there is some rotation there, but it is hampered by the wings actually being attached to the body. And then for the arm right here, we already established this is a very, very flexible bendy wire, in the hands are also on a joint. They can go down and up and rotate. And then for the hind legs, you do get a joint. They can do the splits. They can move backwards, forwards, 360 degrees. You do have a bend at the knee right here. The legs are a little bit fiddly to get into the right position. You get bend right here, rotation, and at the ankle, bend and rotation. So all around, the articulation on this figure is really, really good. Moving on with comparisons, first up here it is with the Hammond collection, Alan Grant. And next up here it is with the Amber collection, JP3 Pteranodon. As much as I hate the design of the JP3 Pteranodons, I really liked the Amber collection version. I thought it was a very, very good toy, because see, the Pteranodon obviously is a little bit bigger because it is Amber collection. These were around $30 when they came out, and this one's just over 20, so there's going to be a little bit of a size difference between them. And next up here it is with the Amber collection, the Morphodon. And like I said, things ugly as sin. Just toss it off here and use that display stand to display your Geosternbergia. Let's just do a couple Hammond collection comparisons. First up here it is with the Dilophosaurus, and next up here is another new Hammond collection figure, the Concavinator. And lastly, here it is with the Amber collection T-Rex. Hammond collection T-Rex, not Amber collection. Ew, yucky. Get that out of my mouth. So yeah, Hammond collection is going to be on a roll this year. A bunch of new listings were announced. We're getting a Brachiosaurus, Stegosaurus. I saw John Hammond. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff in the Hammond collection this year, and I absolutely love the line, and I love seeing it growing this quickly. It's growing much, much faster than the way Mattel bobbled the friggin' Amber collection. So yeah, really excited for HC this year. So final thoughts on the new Hammond collection, Geosternbergia. I was, kind of surprised when this was announced. I was looking forward to it, but I definitely like this figure a lot more now that I have it in hand. It's a really good figure. It's fun to play around with. It's based off some concept art from the Lost World. And, Mattel, kind of thinking a little bit outside the box with some of these figures is very much appreciated. Very good figure. Definitely like in the top end of what we've gotten so far from the Hammond collection. And like I said at the beginning of the review, I ended up getting mine from Big Bad Toy Store. Link is down below in the description. I'll also leave the link to Target. I know the pre-orders are all sold out and stuff, but this stuff's going to come into stock really, really quickly. So I'll just leave them there for your convenience. So that will do it for the review. I also have the Hammond Collection, Robert Muldoon, and JP3 male raptor I got to review. I do have Ray Arnold, but I'm waiting to get my hands on a Pachycephalosaurus. I like to review the small dinosaurs and human figures together. So once I get my hands on a Pachy, I'll be doing Ray Arnold, Robert Muldoon, and the Raptor should be up on the channel in the next day or so. I got a bunch of collecting stuff coming in. I already finished up Beast of Mesozoic. Thank God. So tired of reviewing 1/18 scale Rex figures. So yeah, as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously. It's greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys for the next one.